Hello everyone, my name is Nimas Kusuma Wardani and I am here to discuss about TPR, Total Physical Response. So, what is TPR and what is TPR used for? In this video, I will discuss about TPR completely. Check it out. Do you know what is TPR? Total Physical Response or TPR was created by American psychologist Dr. James Esser and is based on the experience of how humans learn their first language. You see, when children learn their mother tongue, their parents and carers are very physically involved in imparting language. They demonstrate and instruct, and the child responds in kind. No one demands or requires very small children to speak at all, only to listen and understand, which is to say, to comprehend. The result is that we acquire to mother tongue rather than learn it as we do additional language. Therefore, the idea of TPR in a nutshell is to create a neural link between speech and action. Next, why consider TPR? Total physical response has a lot of benefit, particularly for beginners and young learners. The first reason is the pairing of movement with language is innately associated with effective learning. Number 2, students actively use both the left and right sides of their brains. Number 3, it works with both small and larger groups. Number 4, it sharpens student listening skills. And number 5, students are not required to speak until they are ready to, therefore creating a safe zone that greatly lowers inhibition and stress. Number 6, students will appreciate the change of pace and potential for humor. Even teenagers will crack a smile. Number 7, kinesthetic learners, who respond well to physical activities, and visual learners, who learn best with visual cues, will get a lot of TPR. This is another reason why it's important to know your student personalities and learning types. Number 8, as no one is skilled human individually, TPR is great for introvert students. And the last, number 9, limited materials and planning mean it's simple for teachers to prep. TPR works well when teaching in some ways. The first is vocabulary, particularly verbs. Number 2, difficult to explain action. Think wiggle, slide, lunge. Number 3, storytelling and narrative language. And number 4, imperative and classroom language. Remember, like any other method, it's not to be used in a vacuum, but as a part of a varied collection of techniques employed in a given semester. Okay, next is an example of using TPR. How to use TPR in class? Here is basic method for using total physical response in the classroom. First, the teacher performs an action but demonstrating and saying it. Example, I'm brushing my teeth. Be prepared to exaggerate, use gesture, facial expression, and props if necessary. Number 2, call on the student to repeat the action. Number 3, repeat once more. Number 4, write the verb or phrase on the board. And the last, repeat with other verb and return to them regularly during the semester to check retention. You may have found yourself using touching on TPR in the classroom without even realizing it. Well, now you know it has a name and is a tried and true technique for effective language acquisition. Consider it another tool for you beginners, your learners, and teenager teacher toolbat. Okay, enough for our discussion about TPR in this video. Hopefully it's useful for you, and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.